Today, Kevin and I have some UTZ brand items to try for you. We have some of their original rippled potato chips, which we may or may not have reviewed in the past on the channel, but we're going to try them again because we don't see them a lot in our area. And we also have some of their dips, which we don't recall seeing, but you never know. They could sell them at a store here like Save-A-Lot. We don't go in there very often.
I don't think so.
They could sell them there though, and I wouldn't know. So we bought them when we were in South Carolina. This is the mild cheddar cheese dip.
This is the creamy onion, and this is the jalapeno cheddar.
Okay, so these were all bought at Food Lion, including the chips. Bought at Food Lion, the chips were $4.79 and the dips were $3.49. So not the cheapest. I don't, I mean, I guess it's okay, but we've had all three of these dips in the refrigerator, although you buy them shelf stable.
Yeah.
They were just.
We like ours cold. Unless they're cheese dips, then we sometimes we'll heat those up. But.
Yeah, unless it's like cheese in a jar, that kind of cheese. Okay, so these are their UTZ Ripples Original. It's 9.3 ounces, 263.7 grams. It's 9 servings are in the container, 1 ounce, 28 grams, about 20 chips. It's 160 calories. You can go ahead and open those. These have a pull tab, so show it in case somebody's never, you pull it up and there you go.
And you cut your hand.
And you do not
want to cut your hand.
Trust me. Gluten-free. These are manufactured by UTZ in Hanover, Pennsylvania. www.utzsnacks.com.
Kind of surprised they still have this kind of food.
That one.
Kind of lid.
You're surprised they have that kind of lid?
This kind of pop top lid.
Oh.
Because most of them are just kind of glued on anymore. They don't have like this.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've seen them too, not with this kind of lid, but like with the kind that you, what is that comes? It's not peanut butter, but there's something else that comes with a little tab.
It's like aluminum, that's what I'm saying.
Foil.
And it's like glued around the edges. Yeah.
But I don't like those because normally I don't like these either.
but those are really hard to grip.
Those are hard to grip, and sometimes they don't want to come off, or the tab comes off.
Pull the tab off, and you're like,
yeah. But these, I don't like these either because you do have the risk of cutting yourself.
No.
So.
I used to Wavy Lays, which has the really big waves in them. These are really tiny. Mm-hmm. They're kind of plain. These are good dipping chips because they're kind of boring.
Well, we bought these with the intention of dipping them.
I mean, they're okay. They have some salt and stuff like that. They're just not as good as the Lays.
Full transparency. I had a bag of Lays earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
I had them. Regular Lay's potato chips. These taste more potato. Mm. Like you really do taste the potato.
Almost like potato sticks.
At 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it reminded me of.
Just like a potato stick, except it's in a chip form. Yeah. I love that. Because you're right.
They just didn't go all the way through and cut them all the way.
And I do get the salt. It's not a huge amount of salt.
No, it's not a salty chip.
But it is nice. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. If you like potato sticks, you'll really like this brand.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so now this is the mild cheddar cheese dip. It is a 9-ounce, 255.1 gram container. It says refrigerate after opening, but like I told you, or Kevin told you, we like it cold, so we've already had it in the fridge. It says there's 8 servings in the container, 2 tablespoons, 31 grams is 35 calories.
And this very well might be the kind of cheese you would scoop out in a bowl and heat up and eat with tortilla chips.
It's very soft. Like, there was
runny.
Yes, there was no...
Oh, yeah, that's super soft. Mm-hmm. These chips are pretty thin and soft anyway. The chips are.
Resistance, that's the word. There was no resistance.
It's not a, what is it, Tostitos or whatever is the brand we buy. Mm-hmm. That's a fakey, watery, blucky cheese. We'll put the lid back on that. There's nothing to that. I mean, it's just like
it tastes like fake cheese.
super fake. And it's not even a good strong cheese either. It's just
I would
artificial.
rather have the kind that comes in a can that you
That's
squirt
squeeze cheese.
than have that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's not very good.
And like we have reviewed Velveeta in the past, and people are like, "There's no, I can't eat Velveeta because well, then you definitely wouldn't."
No, Velveeta's better.
Velveeta's much better than this. Yeah, like I don't blame you. I don't like that either. Okay, this is the creamy onion dip. It is 50 calories for 2 tablespoons.
I won't say, like, I wouldn't put this at the end of the month in our hate pile, but I would never, ever, ever, ever buy that again. I'd much rather buy, what'd you say, the jars?
The jars.
The jars are so much better.
The jar of cheese.
Yeah, the jars of cheese. They'll actually go in there. I'm worried about this one. Because it felt a little grainy. Creamy onion. Almost reminds me of a ranch almost.
I like it at the beginning.
Yeah.
I like the onion flavor that I get at the beginning. But for some reason, I don't like how it ends. It ends on a gritty, I'm not
Yeah, I
used,
said it was gritty.
yeah, I'm not used to that with an onion dip. I'm used to, you might get pieces of onion, but for the actual texture to be gritty like that, I do not care for that.
No, the flavor's okay.
Yeah, the flavor's all right.
It
yeah.
ends kind of on an old onion, kind of like a stale onion flavor, but the texture's not very good because it is gritty.
Yes, yeah, I wouldn't get that again. There's too many other onion dips, and I'm spoiled now, spoiled rotten, because if I want some onion dip, well, no, I'll get you to make it.
But I mean, if you want to buy
dip,
some, there's so many that are really good.
yeah, that I would never get that again. Does Dean's make
Dean's makes one. There's all kinds of them. Heck, Walmart and Kroger. So.
I forgot you opened this already. This is the Jalapeno Cheddar. Now, you already didn't like the first one, and I didn't either. This is 30 calories for 2 tablespoons.
Well, you'll see. It might be better.
It might.
It's not. Doesn't look helpful because it's soft. It's soft, just like the first one. So it doesn't look promising.
There's some heat.
The flavor's better though, because that jalapeno covers up a lot of that cheese flavor, doesn't it? It's the underlying cheese is just not very good.
The jalapeno is it's not what I would call hot, but it does
some tingle.
has some tingle. Yes, it has a little light tingle to it, not strong, but it does have a light tingle. It is a nice change from the regular cheese, but I personally would never buy any of these again.
No, they're just not that good.
No, and I'm surprised that they must have a fan base.
They must. Maybe if you were raised on it or something.
I guess if you were raised on it, if you're raised on something, then that matters a lot. I know we've been raised on certain things and we like them and you all don't. It's the same thing. So you're absolutely allowed to enjoy it. I'm glad someone does enjoy it because for me, I would never buy them again.
Yeah,
like
good thing they're not sold in our area.
Yes, because, yeah.
Because they would not sell to us.
No, well, and with Tostitos,
They have some really good cheese dips.
yeah, they really do, and so I just would not choose this again. The chips are okay. I personally would not choose these over Lay's. I'm still gonna stick with Lay's.
Or Wavy Lays or Ruffles or whatever.
Right, because they do taste like potato sticks. Now, if you like those potato sticks, if that's your snack that you get all the time, then you're really gonna like these a lot. And I like potato sticks okay. But when I want a chip, then I want something more like a Lay's, which is really greasy and salty. And so I'm glad we got to try these.
Yeah, I'm glad we tried them. It just lets me know that I don't want to buy them again.
Exactly. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.